Up in the mountains, we have some beautiful, really white Merriams, the stereotypical super white tail feathers on the bird. And when we hunt out east in the southeast along some of the river bottoms, a lot of times we'll get some hybrids. Sometimes you'll see the really white tail feathers, stereotypical of the Merriams, and sometimes you'll see a little darker colors. Back when they were relocating birds, they relocated some Easters, some Rio Grandes, so we get a little bit of a hybrid when we're hunting down by the river. But we had turkeys everywhere. Well, early in the season, the birds were grouped up. There were huge flocks of turkeys all over the place. Sometimes it's really difficult to get a gobbler to come in and leave a huge flock if you only have 1 or 2 hen decoys. So a lot of times, especially out west where a lot of areas you can see for quite a long ways, we'll set up multiple decoys. Sometimes I'll use 2 or 3 Montana decoys in conjunction with a stuffer or maybe even other decoys just to make the spread look more realistic. Well, one of our very first hunters of the year was Taylor. She had come out with her dad Judd, and Taylor has never harvested a turkey before. She's 13 years old and she really wanted to get a bird. So we set her up with a Remington 410 870 and we had a loophole Delta Point Pro on top of it. It's got an adjustable red dot, so we were able to make it super easy for that young lady when all we had to say was put the red dot right on the bird's neck and you should be just fine. Well, since she was a little unsteady because she didn't have a lot of experience, Seth whipped out the Bog Chair Pod. We use this for prairie dogs, big game, and all kinds of other shooters, but it's great, especially for a novice shooter. Seth showed her how to set up, adjusted it for her, and showed her how she could pivot 360 degrees with that setup. Well, with Taylor ready to go, it was time for Seth to take her out hunting. Well, the very first hunt we took Taylor out on, there were birds all over the place. The problem is they were grouped up. And although they walked right past me and one of the other guides, Tim, who was running the camera, they did not end up going by Taylor. Huge wad of birds, they worked right through our alfalfa field, but they never went by in range of poor Taylor. She got a taste for turkey hunting. She saw that even though there's a lot of birds, sometimes it can be pretty tough. Well, the nice thing about having a lot of blinds set up is you've got a lot of options. We had muddy permanents up, and we also had a lot of muddy pop-up blinds set up. The nice thing about having a couple pop-ups available is if you have to, you can pop one up in an area you might not have thought was going to be good when you first went out scouting. Well, the next day, Seth opted for taking her to one of the muddy permanent blinds. Taylor was set up in there with her dad and Seth did a great job of calling in a beautiful bird. When the Loophole Delta Point Pro gets that red dot on a turkey head, odds are it's gonna go down. And that is exactly what this one did for 13-year-old Taylor.
Nice shot.
You smoked it.
Nice shot.
You just smoked a massive gobbler.
Give me some. Nice job.
Thank you. I could have swore the hens heard my heart. So
That was pretty cool, huh?
That's pretty cool.
I'm shaking like crazy.
I'm shaking like crazy.
Well, I'm here with Dad, Judd, and daughter, Taylor, and we just had a pretty incredible hunt, didn't we, guys?
That was awesome, man. You guys are awesome here.
Yeah, we had a great time this morning, just couldn't get them on us, and this afternoon, Taylor was a trooper, did amazing. We had that bird around us for a good 3 minutes, hands staring us down. It felt like forever. It felt way longer than 3 minutes. I don't know if it was 3 minutes, that's just guessing.
But it was 30 minutes.
Yeah, it felt like 30 minutes, but Taylor did an amazing job and we got it done.
Holy cow! Nice job!
Got it.
That is awesome!
Face.
That is so awesome!
She smacked it. Man.
Holy chowder! 13 years old, first animal ever. Nice job, man. Seriously.
Awesome hunt.
Beautiful
Yeah.
bird.